You peroxide kissing bug.
Edwina, she didn't do anything.
I'll pull that blonde hair out by its black roots.
Edwina, please. Edwina, stop it.
Come on.
She was told that models with blonde hair got more work. Since she had always idolized Jean Harlow, she immediately dyed her brunette hair blonde.
Money doesn't mean anything to me. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
You're living in a material world, and I am a material girl. And I am a material girl. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
They wanted to do a satire on Marilyn Monroe. And I was sort of the answer to Marilyn at that time, and I was like the second. And I just didn't want to do the Marilyn Monroe role because I was trying to get away from it.
What special qualities did she possess?
It's absolutely wonderful and fabulous, and I'm having a wonderful time.
The facts about the life of Anna Nicole Smith were molded to fit an image.
And he lightened my hair and tightened my dresses, and this is the result.
But fame has its price. Jayne Mansfield, the blonde bombshell who became a victim of her own image.
This is what Jayne lived for, the Hollywood good life, the high life of mansions and swimming pools. She was barely out of her teens when she arrived here, certain that she would cash in.
Of all the women who played dumb blondes in the 50s, Mansfield worked hard at being the dumbest and the blondest.
But I remember thinking at the time how important fame must have been for Jayne and how she would stop at nothing to get it.
Jayne Mansfield.
And if Marilyn Monroe was the Broadway of the blonde bombshells, Jayne Mansfield was the roadshow.
Her entire career was based on spoofing Marilyn Monroe.
She loved being Marilyn, whereas Marilyn hated being Marilyn.
As I say, the press was different in those days. They were looking for pin-up pictures and new sex symbols to do stories about.
20th Century Fox advertised her as Marilyn Monroe king size.
Taking over from Monroe, Jayne was on her way to becoming a star in her own right. Vera Jane Palmer, the starstruck little girl, had grown up to become Jayne Mansfield, the sex goddess of the 50s. But the decade of the 60s would bring change for everyone. But the biggest reason for her decline was the death of Marilyn Monroe.
When Marilyn died in 1962, all of the blonde women from that period, their careers went into a deep decline.
After a decade in Hollywood, For all she had hoped to achieve as a movie star, she had never been able to become more than the image she had created.
Former fitness instructor, she got her first modelling contract after being picked out of the crowd by cameras at a Canadian football game in 1989. Upon moving to Los Angeles, she bleached her hair blonde and had a boob job before nailing her audition for the role of lifesaver C.J. Parker in Baywatch in 1992.
simplicity and skimpy outfits, this French actress became a huge sensation, both at home and abroad. That's Brigitte Bardot.
In the pagan paradise of the French Riviera swirls the fast-moving, fascinating story of a demon-driven temptress.
And box office only grew when religious groups blasted Brigitte as a creation not of God, but of the devil.
Thank you.
You're 22, Miss Bardot, and you're one of the highest paid actresses in France. What do you think your success is due to?
I don't know.
You don't think it's got something to do with the sexy parts you play in your films?
Oh, yes. Maybe, yes.
Do you really enjoy making this kind of film, or do you want to be a serious actress?
Oh, no, I prefer this kind of film. I will be a serious actress when I will be older.
In America, although you do your pictures in French, you are one of America's most popular actresses. Why? Do you have any idea why?
I don't know.
By 1966, new styles of fashion, movies, and music were sweeping the world, and 31-year-old Brigitte Bardot was now competing with a younger generation of erotic icons.
This surely must be something you have thought about in the future, in terms of what is going to happen to your career.
I don't know what it will happen with my career. I know only what it will happen now with me. I don't know. I don't want to think about the future.
Despite the controversy she continues to trigger, Bardot's iconic image as a sex goddess still finds new admirers and imitators.
You have Claudia Schiffer very clearly basing herself on Bardot.
I want to change, not to do always the same kind of parts.
My heart belongs to Daddy.
I don't know where it belongs.